Hi guys, I'm so sorry for the lighting of this video. I'm going to try to fix it when I get back home and I'm editing it, but I'm at a rest stop on my way home from visit, and I actually stopped in to show you an after visit hack that I will do, but that I usually do on the way home. But then I stopped at the gas station like a couple of times. I stopped at 2 different gas stations. First time to change my clothes because I'm not allowed to wear this short dress and no sleeves. And in visit I'm wearing like flip-flops. And then also I changed out of my visit clothes into like just more comfortable driving clothes, and then also get lunch, and then I got myself a coffee, but I put the soy milk that I had put in it that I was using for the weekend. It sat in my car all day. I put that in there and I didn't realize that it went bad sitting in the car in the heat all day, so I had to throw that away, and I stopped at a separate gas station and I got myself another coffee, and I used their stuff on the inside. Their stuff on the inside. Oh my god, I have a one-track mind, huh? Their stuff that they had there, so because I didn't have anything else with me. Anyway, I'm all over the place because I stopped at a rest stop because I'm like, it looks like it's gonna downpour, so I wanted to get this video in. I've been waiting to make it since I was waiting till I went out to visit, and then also I figured I'd go to the bathroom really quick and I'd stop before it started to rain. And so I stopped, went to the bathroom, and I noticed I parked like at the furthest end of the rest stop that I could, because, and that's why I'm in this weird lighting, because I'm literally as far away from people as I can so I can make this video without people like left and right, because first of all it's annoying in the background, and second of all I still get like a little self-conscious of people seeing me make videos in my car, and then I get like a little funny when I'm talking. So trying to avoid all that, I went to the end of the parking lot, and unfortunately there's a big sun glare. But I noticed as I was walking in that I had passed another, it was like a van that was also parked towards the end, and I saw in the back that there was like a cage, and I was like, oh, it must be like I don't know, like they're like, it looked like cops, like maybe they were transporting inmates or something. No, I didn't think they were transporting inmates, but I thought, I don't know, I thought it was something with the DOC. And then I saw the side of the van said DOT. I didn't think anything of it. There was a woman outside the van like moving stuff around. Okay, so I go in and I go to the bathroom, and on my way out I almost got emotional. I am starting to get emotional because the worst thing in the world is to see, for me, is to see somebody in shackles. And there was another cop, a male cop, that was practically carrying an inmate back out, back into the van, because they were transporting him obviously, and he was shackled and he could barely walk. The guy was like pulling him and he was cuffed, and I went to go say something to him, and I was like, I wanted to be like, I just left my husband in prison, I'm pulling for you, you're one day closer, you know, I wanted to say something, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. I didn't want to get the guy in trouble with the cop, you know. I'm so scarred by what we go through when we're inside. I just left him like an hour and a half ago, and you guys know how the cops treat us in there. In fact, like they treat us like we're the inmates, and so it's the whole power trip. And out here, I'm not an inmate's wife, I'm just a normal citizen to people that don't know me, so I don't know that it would have been a problem, but I just didn't want to get involved. And then I sat in my car for like 5 minutes waiting for them to pull away so I can make this video, because number one, I didn't want to feel as if I was exploiting an inmate and make, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna take video of the inmate. Like, to me, that's just, they're like, he's somebody's potentially husband, he's somebody's dad, maybe he's somebody's brother, he's somebody's son, he's a person who did something wrong, and he's an inmate. It's not that he's like we're at the zoo and he's on exhibit. So I didn't want to do that. And number two, like, I didn't want to get myself in trouble if they thought that I was filming them, which I would never do. So I just waited for them to pull away. But I don't know, I'm just emotional because, you know, short on sleep visit, and then I just hate, like, the one thing I hate is seeing somebody shackled. It just bothers me. Like, I remember one time I was going into the gym I used to work out at was like a big underground muscle gym, and sometimes they would work out and they would put chains around the squat racks around the bar when they were doing like squats or bench presses, right? So then I can get into like the reason why, but it's not important. So as you would descend on the squat, the chain would get closer to the ground, and so as I was getting closer and closer to the door of the gym, I could hear the chains going up and down, and it sounded like shackles, and I froze, and my heart sunk to my feet, and it was the sound of chains, so it was the same sound as shackles, and I was like, I can't go in there. I don't know why. For me, like, we all have our weird prison wife quirks, and for me it's shackles. And the weird thing is I've never seen Adam in shackles, and like, I think if I ever saw him in shackles, I would have a 100% meltdown. This started when I went to sentencing with one of my best friends for her boyfriend, and they were bringing him out and he was shackled, and I will never remember the way the sound cut me when I heard him and I saw him like not like barely being able to walk. And then I know another time Adam was telling me the story in Visit that when they transfer him and he was getting off of the bus, taking the steps down, his shackle got stuck and he almost fell, and the cops were just like watching him, and he's like, no, they're handcuffed, belly chained, and shackled, and he's like, can I get a little help here? And the cops like didn't want to be bothered with him, and he almost fell off the step of the bus, like, which would suck if your hands are cuffed and you're belly chained, like you can't brace yourself. So I always think about that kind of stuff. I don't know, for me it's like the most degrading thing, and I understand why they do it. I'm not saying they shouldn't shackle inmates when they're transferring them, like whatever, I guess if they feel like that's what they need to do. I mean, I think that shackling a woman while she's in labor is completely barbaric and so unnecessary, and I'm so happy that there is right now there is litigation that's pending, the First Step Act, that they're trying to change the shackling of women while they are in labor and during childbirth, because it's just absolutely ludicrous. Anyway, I'm getting lost in a crazy tangent. I just hate shackles and prison wife quirk. That just like, I almost had a meltdown, and I really wanted to say something to that man to make him have a nice day, but I didn't want to get him in trouble, and I didn't want to get myself in trouble. I don't know if that's even possible. Maybe I should have had like the guts to do it. Anyway, back to the after visit hack. Maybe just life hack. I always keep makeup wipes in my car on the way home from visit, because I try to keep them in my car all the time, because sometimes your makeup just feels disgusting. You just want it off your face, or you're on a long drive and it just feels sticky, or it feels like sometimes your makeup wears funny even if you have on primer. So shout out from all of you guys, leave in the comments if you can relate to this. I'm sure you can. Hotel rooms get humid and sticky. The fans are not great in there. Maybe it's the hotels I go to, but I cannot imagine it only being my life and situation. And then today the hotel room got so humid and sticky, so we opened the window, and outside was even more humid and sticky, so it was just like a bad hair day combination, as well as like my face, my makeup just feels like sticky and wet, and like it never dries on my face when I do it with that much humidity. Like it never allows the makeup to dry properly and stay on properly. So throughout the day, and plus that's like 6 o'clock in the morning, and visit gets out at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I still have a 6-hour drive. So I just feel like my makeup looks crazy. A lot of my face makeup wears off, and then I just have like major eye makeup and like gross sticky feeling face of like half makeup. So my friend, last time we were driving home, we had stopped at the gas station, and I was like, oh, my face feels disgusting. She's like, oh, I have makeup wipes in my car. And I'm like, you are a genius. And ever since then, I kept them in my car. These are the Shea Moisture ones. Love, love, love them. These are for oily, blemish prone skin. Removes makeup and dirt without rinsing or drying. I love these because, again, removes makeup and dirt without rinsing or drying. So a lot of wipes, especially the ones that are cleansing wipes versus makeup remover wipes, but majority of the wipes, you have to wipe your face, but then you have to rinse off what's left on your face from the makeup wipe. Otherwise, it'll make me break out. It's like soap that stays on your face. So these are, you don't have to rinse them without rinsing. You don't have to rinse it off, and it won't dry out your skin. So, and Shea Moisture is like one of my favorite brands because it's all natural and it's super affordable. I will link below where you can get these, where I got them. Super affordable. Like this was only a couple dollars. And trick of the trade, it does have this resealable. I feel like I'm always pitching something on my videos. I'm not making money from this. It's just the things that I love, love, love to use and do. Like I try to pass along my tips and tricks to you guys that I've learned throughout the years that I've been doing this. I've been on the road a lot for visits. He lives 6 hours away, and I was going every 2 weeks and then once a month to save money. So I've learned a lot throughout the years on how to survive this and like be as efficient and quick as possible with things. So it has this little thing that closes, but like see, it like rips, and sometimes it doesn't keep the air out completely. So I always put them in a Ziploc bag to preserve what's in there. And if this, for some reason, you've had it too long, and I just like pop it in the glove compartment, and it's great, 'cause sometimes you get stuff on your hands you need to wipe off in the car. Sometimes there's like coffee spills. It works for all of that, although it is the best for makeup wipes. What was I just gonna say? Pop them in the dash. What was I gonna say? There was something else I was gonna say. I don't remember. So that's it. I need to hit the road. I'm still only 2 hours away from the facility, and I have 4 hours to go. And since it is a Sunday night and we're still before Labor Day, there's always traffic between Memorial Day and Labor Day at a certain part between where Pennsylvania and New Jersey connect, where they meet, and it's like right where the Delaware Water Gap is and the Poconos houses and like the Great Wolf Lodge and that area. So I guess a lot of people that live towards, do you guys care? Western New Jersey, go that way instead of going south to the beach, because that's kind of too far for them to go every weekend. They probably have like Lake and Poconos houses. So people are going back home to go back to work for Monday. So I'm gonna go. That whole point is to tell you that I'm not gonna keep this going too long, which is hysterical. I always give you a long-winded reason why I'm not staying on too long, which makes it long. But you guys, if you guys have suggestions, here's a question of the day. If you have suggestions on what I should have said to that inmate, how I could have handled that situation, or what you would have said if you were in my shoes, so I can learn from you guys as well. And so in the future, I mean, it's not the only time I'm going to pass an inmate on the street, or maybe somebody else is in my shoes and you guys, you know, pass somebody like I did. How would you handle it to brighten that person's day without potentially like being a security risk or getting that person in trouble? Because you never know how the officer that is handling that person that day and transporting them, how they're going to react. Like, could they think that I was his family? Trying, you know, you never know. So how would you handle it? Comment in the comments below. Let me know. We can get some conversation flowing. Subscribe, you guys, if you are not already subscribed. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and ring the ding the note. I'm telling you to do so many things. I'm sorry, but I just try to think to make this the most convenient, easiest for you. Ding the little notification bell if you want to be notified through email as soon as I post a new video. I go back and forth between posting ones that I've posted on Facebook Live before, because there's really good content on those that I don't need to necessarily remake, because there was a lot of interaction and comments, and then also posting new ones as I get questions or topics that need to be addressed before I get all of those up, and then can start making new ones in the future. Again, sorry about the lighting on this one. It's a really sunny day, thank God. Even though like down there it looks like it's like really sunny right here, and down there is gray, so it's going to start raining probably very soon. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Ro. I'm the co-founder of Strong Prison Wives and Families, and I use my years of experience. My husband's been locked up for almost 20 years to help support prison wives and family members to feel educated, empowered, and loved, not only while their loved ones are doing time, but long after they get home. If you stick with me and use the tools that me and the volunteers of SPWF, Strong Prison Wives and Families, provide, he will get out, or she will get out, they will stay out, and this will be a long distant memory in the rearview mirror. Bye guys, lots of love from my heart. Cheers. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.